Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. This is a weird sort of video, but we're doing a reaction video because why not? So if you haven't heard of Jack Doherty, I can't say his fucking name and I don't care because he's a get. He's a shit YouTuber. He's just a cunt and a dick and a douchebag, as Americans would say. We're gonna be reacting to him getting confronted by I forgot his fucking name now. It's just a video I just seen and I was like, do you know what? Let's watch that. So yeah, this is gonna be a weird video because I don't do reaction videos. I do gaming videos. But I thought why not start some because the world's just weird, full of cunts like him. But yeah, let's go.
Them all up on social media and they make money on OnlyFans and honestly all platforms.
I just feel like it's a grimy world, bro. Like, I'm assuming these girls are selling goods.
Yeah.
I mean, like, in no disrespect, this is a version of pimping. You're pimping these girls out. You don't think that's attacking your heart in any way?
No, because at the end of the day, they all, they already like want to do what they're doing. And it's just like, I just actually make the money doing it. Cause there are so many girls that actually do OnlyFans and make, $0 and stuff. And they're doing it all for what, It's like every girl I work with makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and millions of dollars a year.
Of course, Jack would think this way, but
Okay. No way my man just said that. There is no way. I despise this guy, honestly. Money got to his head. Money's dangerous, bro. Fuck me, honestly. How does someone become this much of a dick? I can be a dick. But that is just dick in a whole new level. That is just... How do you... That is just like... No. I ain't got a problem with people doing OnlyFans, but in my opinion, it's not right. Selling your body for money, I don't believe in it. I never have. But if you want to do that, you do that. But it's just weird, man. He's weird.
they're making money. Everything is all right as long as they're making money, because life is all about money, of course. This entire podcast is kind of funny because George is trying to make him feel some sort of remorse, right? Or feel bad for what he's doing, see if this sort
Well, yeah, he should feel bad for what he's doing. It's not right. You should not be encouraging people to do OnlyFans for money. There's a lot more other stuff that they can do. It's just funny, boy. Honestly. He also has a fucking OnlyFans. My guy, OnlyFans, he's just...
sort of weighs on your heart or anything? Are you morally doing the right action? Do you think you're going to be proud of yourself when you look back when you're older and stuff like that? And it all sort of just goes through Jack's head, in one ear, out the other. And he obviously just doesn't care if anything he's doing is immoral or exploitative, because they're making money, and money justifies everything. It's a very predictable mindset for someone like Jack, whose pretty much entire self-worth revolves around material possessions and showing off your lifestyle. Then George points out that his own ex-girlfriend McKinley was also doing this OnlyFans stuff, and he asks like, oh, were you okay with that? And bro obviously hasn't been watching the Pegasus videos, is not caught up with the lore. Jack is actually ecstatic about that because he's a little cuck.
Do you think that it's like affecting your heart that you're pushing these women in a industry, in a realm that is not gonna
I wouldn't say
well
I'm pushing them to like do it, and I don't think it's not ending well for them. Like,
did your girl do it, right, or no?
yeah.
Was she doing nudes?
Like not like showing her actually, like not like actually showing her.
So like that, and it's general. Like, how did that make you feel? That like your heart was like, that's my girl, but she's also doing those pictures. Was she doing that before she met you?
Nah. We were together for like 6 months before we started any of that.
Okay, so like let's just stay there. Like, how did that feel with you? Like, were you like, no jealousy in your heart of like, hey, that's
no,
my
like it was like we were, it was like on it, like I don't know, like we both were. Well, it wasn't.
But you telling me if I had a girlfriend, which I don't, I can plainly admit that, she started fucking OnlyFans, I'd be fucking off my nut, bro. I would be, I wouldn't care, I'd be jealous, I'd admit it, I'd be jealous. Like, how do people like it when people are porn stars, fucking OnlyFans models? It just fucks me, bro, honestly. It makes my mind just go fucking splat. Like, how do you gotta feel fucking something that your girl is doing OnlyFans. Honestly, I'd lose my shit, bro. That it would piss me off, honestly.
Nah, I
You
wouldn't
just
say
think of it
anything.
as a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Who thinks of it as a business? Round of applause, mate. You just got a medal for being a cock. Oh my god, mate. He wins the award for the most hated YouTuber in the world. Nobody likes this kid. This guy is literally fucking. He's just a dick. Just honestly, mate. Just. I know I've said honestly like 4 times now, but it's my first reaction video, shush. Oh my god. I can't. This video is 14 minutes as well. I'm not watching the fucking whole thing. I've watched 3 minutes of it and like it's already pissing me off. The kid he just doesn't understand life, man. It makes too much money. Take this money off this kid and he'll understand what life is all about.
The girlfriend who he claims to love and that he's been crying about for weeks now after the breakup is just business. You know, it's all business to me. It's all about the money. I don't really care about her, bro. It's all about business. But also, I love her, of course. Wow, I wonder why you broke up. Almost like you treat her like a money-making machine, and she's obviously using you as well to promote her business and just moving on to the next streamer.
Yeah, so it just makes 2 in 1. 2 cunts in 1. One's a cunt, the other one's a cunt. Works together.
But basically, both of you were essentially using each other. So, in a sense, you kind of deserved each other. It's just one of you was stupid enough to actually catch feelings when it was obviously a transactional relationship. Also, can I just say, what a weird combo? We got George Janko here, the good Christian, asking him, like, oh, is this affecting your heart, Jack? Bro's gonna be like, what the fuck's a heart? Can you sell that? Can I make money? But yeah, in this next part, George actually gives a really good example. He says, would you want your daughter doing OnlyFans?
Oh my god, if he says fucking yes, I'm about to lose my fucking shit.
It just gets tough in these type of industries, bro, because like it weighs on you, and you might think it's not weighing on you, but I think it. Like for example, would you want your daughter doing that?
Probably not, no.
So then, how could the
You're actually getting somewhere. You're getting somewhere. Fuck, he's getting somewhere, guys.
mother of your daughter, for example, your father set a good example for you. You modeled after your father. He went from building roofs after roofs, putting a roof above your head, and now, God willing, whatever the relationship between you guys happen, it's in God's will. But like, say you marry her, you wouldn't be proud of the fact that your wife was doing that, because then your daughter's going to do that. So if you don't want your daughter to do that,
Unless you make enough money to where your daughter doesn't have to do that. I mean, that's the whole goal with all this. So
You just went from being the most. You just went from being like actually nice to I make too much. I make enough money, so my daughter ain't gonna do that. Oh, fucking god! The smoke on his face as well, just like fucking cracks me up. How he just sits there smiling about it. But if he just doesn't understand life, mate. Money's a drug. It's dangerous. It causes problems. Obviously, the world wouldn't run without money. The world would go bad. But this guy just has too much of it.
The money, of course. You don't get it, George. It was making me money. I had no other choice, obviously. You know, Jack is kind of like Mr. Krabs in that episode with the Flying Dutchman, where Mr. Krabs sells SpongeBob's soul for 62 cents. That's pretty much Jack with everybody he claims to love. He will just sell them out at the first opportunity as long as it makes him more money. And what a great comparison by George there. Like, if you wouldn't want your daughter to do it, why let your potential mother or your potential wife do it either? You know, his excuse is like, oh, we're gonna make so much money that our daughter won't have to do it. I feel like, you know, you learn from your parents. You know, usually your role model is your mom or your dad. You know, I see how hardworking my dad is, I want to emulate that. I see how caring and loving my mom is, I want to emulate that. And if I see my mom, okay, I'm not even gonna entertain that hypothetical. Holy fucking shit. Also, I don't think Jack is actually being genuine, because when the time actually comes and, you know, suppose he gets a daughter, God forbid this guy procreates or whatever, when the money's in front of him, he cannot refuse it. He'll be like, well, I think I ran out of girls. I gotta pimp out my own daughter, you know, some shit like that. Then George talks about morality with Jack. Place your bets in the comments how this is gonna go.
I think you should just clean up things that are morally wrong. I know that you're making money off of these girls selling their nudes, but bro, they have fathers that are just absent. And at the end of the day, bro, when we meet,
Imagine their absent fathers seeing them do this for only a couple grand a month. And imagine their absent fathers seeing him do it for a couple $100,000 a month. That's where it's
I don't
like,
think
okay.
that's gonna get them off the couch and have.
Fucking hell. This man just don't see light, does he? This kid just doesn't see light. Jack, boy, get a fucking life, mate. Boy, he even cries if he breaks something. Boy, you have money. Like, he's so money fucking greedy as well. Like, he has a lot of money. But something breaks of his, he starts fucking whinging like a baby. Boy, I don't make enough money. None of us do. But you make a lot and you still whine if something breaks. Oh, I just broke my 10k watch. I seen that actually earlier. Oh, I just broke my 10k watch. Oh, shit. Oh, you got to be fucking with me. I broke my 10k watch. That's a lot of money, you know. Yeah, it is a lot of money. But remember, you make enough money. You make a lot of money. You're just money greed, man.
That over, you know what I
It
mean?
gets the parents retired. Like they're happy.
Yeah, but it comes with a price.
Right, so Jack obviously has.
I'd hate to be the kid that watched Jack when he was younger, when I was younger. I never watched this kid. I've actually never watched him. Like, he's just not a good YouTuber. He just cares about money. He doesn't care about, like, you guys. He doesn't care about his subscribers. He just cares when he gets paid. You know, when that money comes rolling into his bank or something, he's just fucking excited. Boy, I see 1 pence going to my bank. I'm like, yes, I can admit that. But like, I like doing YouTube. This guy only does YouTube because he wants money. I don't earn money off YouTube. Why am I still doing it? I still do it. Like, man, he's just one.
This conversation that makes him take accountability for any of his actions is completely foreign to him. All right, so let's just go over his excuse, right? He's basically saying that, oh, they were going to do OnlyFans anyways, and I just sort of come in and boost their income like a fairy godmother or whatever. Now, first off, just from his accounting of the whole story, that McKinley didn't actually do OnlyFans until she got with him. I don't know. I pointed this out before, but how does every girl that talked to this guy become an OnlyFans girl? I don't know. That's kind of suspicious. All right, he's kind of like Johann Liebert from Monster. You know how you can make people commit suicide just from a conversation with them, and he's like this crazy psychopath, genius criminal. Actually, that doesn't describe Jack at all. He's kind of like the opposite, but he has some sort of similar power where he can turn any susceptible girl into an OnlyFans girl or something like that.
That's another thing as well. When he crashed his own fucking car, my man only cared about his car. When I seen this video, he turned his camera around and his friend's face was like covered in blood, and he was still whinging about his fucking car. Man, that's your mate, bro. That's your mate, and all you're caring about is a fucking car. I know it costs money and all, but like, fuck me, it's a car. You get that fixed. You can't get your mate. Well, you can, but like, say if he dies, you can't get that fucking fixed, can you? Oh my fucking god, that's another thing as well. I just seen the fucking clip, man.
Then George asks him if he believes in God.
Do you believe in God or the universe? Like, what do you believe in?
Yeah, I believe in God.
Okay, so if you really believed in God, do you think that he's going to bless you with a peaceful heart when you're moving in this direction? Dude, you're collecting money from girls that are doing things that you know you wouldn't let your daughter do. So why would you think that your father, who also is their father, why do you think he would bless you if you're continuing to do this? You already have enough. You already have enough that you can say, hey, guys, you know what? Let's scratch the contract. You guys go do what you guys need to do if you want to continue or you don't continue. But these are blood money, and I don't want my hands to be a part of it anymore. I mean, that right there will make you in a direction of peace. And then from there, if
That
you
was just stressing the out. I'll be like, God damn, like all these bills are adding up. Like,
All right, so Jack is basically admitting that he's not really competent enough to make money any other way. And Jack definitely seems to be like a victim of lifestyle inflation because he seems to like, as he went and earned more money, he just started spending more and more, that to the point where that increase in money didn't even really matter because he's too stupid to actually save. It was then George.
Yes, he's too young to have this much money. Like, he was like 15 one. I think I watched this on TikTok a few months back. He was like 15 and he could get a mortgage, but obviously at 15 you can't get a fucking mortgage. He could get a fucking house and pay all the mortgage. It is like fucking mad that this kid earns too much. He earns too much. I don't even earn anything off YouTube, but he only does it for the money because that's all he does it for. I don't care. Like, I might get hate for this fucking video, but I don't give two fucks. I don't give two flying fucks. Like, he's just a dick. He doesn't understand. I know I've said that a lot, but it's true. This kid just needs to get fucking one. He just needs to get thigh kicked, honestly. Like, if he didn't have bodyguards, you know he'd probably be 6 feet under. That's not even in a mean way, bro.
Asks Jack to, quote, set the women free.
and I really do think it starts with setting these women free. If I
setting
have-
them free is
if I-
crazy. Like,
if I have
that
to
sounds
be-
fucking
if
insane.
I have to
Setting them
be-
free. Oh, yes. Here you guys go. I'm so sorry for holding you multi-millionaires captive, as if I'm such a bad
No,
person.
no,
They're
no,
not
no.
being held captive. They all love this shit.
I'm not saying you're
they're
holding them
doing it. And they're
captive.
like, oh, yes. Like, they love money.
So he's just taking a piss out of her. He doesn't understand the problem with this. Like, you're like with Jack. Yeah, I bet like these women turn 18 and they're like, and he's like, oh, OnlyFans, let's go. You got a contract with me now. You give me money, I help you get more famous on OnlyFans. You know he does that. He's just money mad. Money. It's just money, bro. Anyway, this video has been like fucking 18 minutes. I'm gonna edit it down, so you're only gonna see a bit of this. But sorry for ranting a lot. This is the. If you want to see more reaction videos to Dickhead Jack, I'll start doing more. That's his new name now, Dickhead Jack. There you go. No, Jack Dickhead. It's not Jack Doherty, well, it's Jack Dickhead. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this video, but I don't care. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.